So here we have a rotational motion question, and it states a wheel with a radius of 0.5 meters rotates at a constant rate. It completes 120 revolutions in 2 minutes. So part A of the question asks, what is the angular velocity of the wheel in radians per second? And B asks, what is the linear speed of a point on the edge of the wheel? Right? So these two questions asked two different things. So the first one looks for angular velocity. The second one is looking for linear speed, right? Two different things. So let's start with angular velocity. Angular velocity, in our case, is going to be equal to theta over t, where this theta is going to be representing the angular displacement. And t is going to be representing the time. Now we are giving this angular displacement in terms of revolutions, and we want it to be in pi radians. Now we know that one revolution is equal to 2 pi rad, 2 pi radians. Now, to do this conversion, it's very simple. All we have to do is 120 revs multiplied by 2 pi radians. Okay? And so this is going to give us 240 pi rad. Okay? Now we have to do is just plug this 240 into our theta. So let's do this. So therefore, the angular displacement is going to be equal to 240 pi, I'm just going to do 240 pi rad, divided by the time, in this case 2 minutes. And if we convert 2 minutes, it's equal to 120 seconds, because we need it in seconds. Because we want it in radians per second. Remember what the question asks. So 240 pi rad divided by 120 seconds. If we look at that, we get 2 pi radian per second. So now we found our angular velocity. Moving on to part B, it asks us, what is the linear speed of a point on the edge of the wheel? Now, since we found the angular velocity, part B, to find the linear speed, is just going to be a piece of cake. So, we should know that our linear speed, in this case, is going to be equal to the angular velocity times the radius, right? And I say the radius in this case is because they say a point on the edge of the wheel. So in this case, that distance is literally going to be that radius, right? So in this case, our linear speed is just going to be the angular velocity, in this case, which we're going to state as 2 pi, and multiply this by a value of my radius, which is 0.5 meters. And so I'm going to get 1 pi meter per second. So this is going to be my linear speed. And so we have basically solved for angular velocity and linear speed. Hope this video helped. Have a good day.